1,000 days ago, a broken chef stood at rock bottom, morbidly obese, drowning in guilt, and consumed by self-loathing. His days were filled with anger, his nights haunted by regret, and every mirror reflected a man he could no longer respect. Change didn't come gently, it hit like a storm. Through pain, loss, and hard-fought battles, he confronted his deepest struggles and chose a path of growth and transformation. His journey is a testament to strength and perseverance, with a story that continues to inspire as it unfolds. I'm John Ashton, and this is Living Proof. Brother, how are you, brother?
Good to see you.
What's going on, kid?
How are you, sir?
How are you doing?
Good to see you. Welcome.
Welcome, it's great to be here.
Yes. I've learned to let go of a lot of things. This industry, I'm doing this 44 years now, since I'm 11 years old, and I love what I do. But this will kill and destroy everything else if you let it.
I mean, back in the day, Eric was, he was just very, very over the top, very high strung. He would probably sleep, I don't know, maybe like 4 hours a night.
There was frustration and anger that he had, and he was here all the time. And so if I wanted his cooking, I'd have to come to the restaurant. Only one single day out of every year was Christmas Day I could guarantee to get his food.
Sitting in front of me is a man who has been through a lot of hardship in his life, but a man who every battle that has been placed in front of him, he's fought and he's weathered that storm. 6 times you've had cancer, terminal cancer?
I had one terminal cancer, yeah. Richter syndrome back in 12 years ago.
You have struggled with your weight?
Tremendous amount. Yeah, I was 354 pounds and now I'm 168, 69.
When did you say, I've had enough? I can't do this no more?
I did it a couple years in a row, right? Lost some weight. But what I did was I went right back to the eating
Boomerang.
the wrong way because I didn't have the right mindset. And I realized at that point in time that I had to make a massive change, and whatever, I had to start because no one's going to do the work for me. The conditions will never be perfect. So I did it.
What do you say to that person who's been struggling like you were struggling? You struggled for so many years.
Oh my God, yeah, listen.
What do you say to that person?
It's one day at a time. It's one exercise at a time. It's one meal at a time, but you gotta be focused on that. Everyone's like, oh, it's easy for you. You're a chef, you meal prep. Yeah, but I also work 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day, so I gotta be aware of it. I had to learn, I had to pay attention, I had to listen, I had to ask questions. But once you do that, you have the answers. Then, once you have the answers, you gotta put it into action.
November 3rd, 3 years ago, you said, 1,000 days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run a marathon.
Yeah. You do the work. Every day is the day one, right? I start today. People talk about, oh, I'll start Monday. Why not? Why start today? Today. A little bit today, and then a little bit more tomorrow. You can do it. You got to put your mind to it. The mindset is the biggest challenge, and everyone makes the mistake of thinking they're going to find an easy way out. But if you don't do the work, it doesn't matter. You go right back, bang, right back to that shit.
I want to go back a few years. You were given the news that you had terminal cancer. Mm-hmm. What was that day like?
I didn't share with many people at all. I think I talked to my older brother about it, and he's like, you know how bad this is? And I go, yeah, I do. He's like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go through the chemo and the radiation and find out what we could do, and see they did what they call stacking, where they take two two cocktails, they call it, and push it through. Even though I should have taken a beat, should have taken a breath, should have taken a moment to really understand where I was, I didn't. I just moved forward. Okay, next next. Through all my cancers, I never stopped working because that's what kept me going. So you have a choice. You can sink or swim, right? You can find a way through it, or you can find a way to let it kill you. And going through that and seeing a lot of people die because they gave up motivated me to be better.
To get it 6 times, it keeps on coming back at you. Is it a cloud over your head?
No, I don't worry about it anymore, because what's the point of worrying about it when you can't do anything about it? At the end of the day, I know my why. My why is to serve. To serve my customers, to serve my family, to serve my staff, to serve everybody. And once you understand your why, it's so much easier to move forward with stuff.
Your brother got cancer. You were just busy doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
Driving your business, driving your ego.
Yeah.
Just tell me about that part of life.
He was a yogi. He studied in India for a long time, for many years, and then he moved to Hawaii, and then he was practicing there. And then on his way back from Hawaii, I guess the brain cancer, a glioblastoma, popped. So they rushed him to the hospital. They're from California to New York. I knew he was getting ready to die. And I put what was important to me first before what was important. And this should have been important enough to me to get on a fucking plane or to drive down with my older brother and go there. I didn't, because my self-importance was more important. My ego was more important. I have a business to run. Sorry, I can't be there when my little brother's dying. They did this documentary on my little brother. It's gone around to different festivals, and they were doing a live stream. So I'm like, I will be there, Mom. I'm coming. So my daughter, Stephanie, came with me, and I had not seen it. And to just literally watch him take his last breath on a film when I should have fucking been there. It was, and then sitting next to my mom, wow, that was the little baby. That was the baby. So that was a really hard lesson, which is why I've shifted a lot of things over the last year and a half. As chefs and owners and entrepreneurs and business owners, we think the only thing you have to do is grind, right? You have to grind, you have to build, you have to grow, you have to develop, you have to pour yourself into it. But understand that you also need to have time for you and your family. When you lose that touch and you are only one thing and you become that'll be the death of you. All the lessons I've learned bring me back to this one thing, which is I'm not gonna ever be what I was ever again.
Do you think you've found your authentic self now?
Oh my God, did I? Yeah, like.
You do?
Yeah, yeah. It took me to go through this fire and I didn't understand it. Like getting burnt this much changed everything. I don't lead with ego. I don't lead with what's important to me. When I make decisions, I'm gonna make this decision with the knowledge how it's gonna affect everybody else around me, not just me. Love is all you need, because everything else doesn't matter. You can get a job, you can do a thing, you can build a thing, but if you don't do it with love first, love doesn't pay the bills, but it helps you get to where you need to be personally so you can do everything else.
He's bringing awareness. If he's not an inspiration to others, I don't know what is.
That's something that I think I've learned from Eric over the years is, what are we contributing to make the world a better place? Because if we want to change the world, it starts with what we do on a day-to-day basis.
And he's so motivating, and he truly wants to see everybody do well. Like, he wants to see you do well, and he wants to help you get there.
He always told me, like, you got this, you're strong. He's such an inspiration. I mean, the guy beat cancer 5 times. He's a survivor. He's a miracle, a walking miracle. I'm proud of him, and he will always be somebody that I'm most proud of in my life.
I'm so thankful for your honesty, your vulnerability, and just exposing a side of a human being that most people would hide. The only goal of living proof is to create a body of work that helps the next generation.
Yeah.
After you leave, this is what we leave behind. Everything that happens to us, to know you're not alone, to do that.
Well, that's the biggest thing. People think they're alone, and they do things to themselves that they shouldn't, because they think they're always alone. So like, when a message goes out there of positivity, you got to share in that, and you also have to remind people that you are not alone. I'm here, 24/7. You can be and will be better. Call me, text me, message me. You know, and I'm hoping that, but I truly believe that with living proof, that's going to help others see that as much as they think there's no hope, there is.